Okay, guys, so we're almost into the product design. We're almost in the week 3. The last thing, or one of the last things we're going to talk about is what type of funnel are we going to make? And also, a funnel and a product go together like peanut butter and jelly. So you need to know exactly what type of product you're going to make for the market you're going to make to choose what type of funnel you're going to make. So you have to find the end funnel that you're going to be using. And so the 2 funnels we're going to be using in this program are going to be call funnels, which are used to sell very high ticket, which not in all cases, but in most cases are going to be $3,000 to $10,000. And we'll talk about how to make these funnels and how to sell and how to close on the phone in this course. Or you're going to be selling straight to high ticket, which it depends on the niche. All right, so these can range from $297 to $3,000. It depends on the niche. For example, if you're in like supplements, if you're in health, you're in weight loss or something like that, usually $297 is going to be considered high end for that. If you're in, let's say, make money online, entrepreneurship, any type of coaching, $3,000 is going to be more of the acceptable price right there. And the reason why we want to do high ticket is, again, high ticket is way easier to pull off with ads. It just is. It's the best type of front end product you can have. It's the easiest to build up. It's the easiest to scale. So there's a problem why most people have trouble moving their funnels around or moving over the AdWords. And it's because on Facebook, it's really easy to micro-target. It's really easy to find a CEO that's selling courses and info products and market products. But the problem is that most people are marketing the wrong products to the wrong market. So I want you to understand this. If there is, let's imagine this is a real estate market, okay? This is the real estate market right here. What we're going to have is we're going to have 3 different layers of people. We're going to have people that just want to make money. We're going to have people that want to get into real estate, and then we're going to have people actually already doing real estate and making money. You can't use these funnels for different types of people. So if we have a person who just wants to make money and we get them into a call funnel for a $5,000 to $10,000 real estate product, it won't work. They're not going to buy that. Where on the front end, where on the flip side, if we take this this market of people that are actually already doing real estate and we sell them like a $297 product or even as low as a $1,000 product, it's not going to work because there's not enough of them. There's not enough of them to make a lot of money right there. Okay, so there's 2 polar opposites of this. I want you to really look at 2 funnels. You can look at my HCOM funnel or Sam Ovens webinar funnel. That's a $2,000 to $3,000 product. But the people we target in those funnels are people that are normal everyday people. All right, the people being targeted are normal people that might be making $50,000 to $60,000 a year at a desk job. They want to start an online business online. And so the most we can possibly charge there is $2,000 to $3,000. That funnel does not work with a $5,000, $10,000 product. And that's completely fine because there's a mass audience. There's millions of people like that. So that's completely okay. Now on the flip side, if you go and look at a funnel, Russ Ruffino's funnel, I would go check that out as well. So that funnel right there, he has a $10,000 product loaded up in that thing. And why does he do that? Because he's targeting coaches. He's targeting life coaches, very specific types of coaches. It's a very small marketplace. But again, he only needs to sell 100 copies of his $10,000 course to make $1 million a month, which they do. And so you got to see, there's no way he could make $1 million a month if he was trying to sell the $1,000 course because the CPL would be way too high. He's going to pay way too much to acquire a customer because a coach as a lead, a person that already owns a coaching business, is going to have a much higher cost to get into a funnel than a person that's just working at a desk job. That also being said, there's far less of them. So there's no way he would have to sell $1,000 courses to make $1 million a month, and that's not going to work. And you have to understand, it's just as easy to sell 10,000 or it's just as easy to sell 100 $10,000 courses as it is to sell 1,997 courses. It's just different volumes of traffic. That's it. Okay. Now, I'm also going to tell you, as you lean farther up the spectrum right here with these call funnels, these are a lot easier to make profitable. These funnels down here to mass audiences also are insanely profitable. They can scale insanely far. It just takes a little bit more optimization than these ones right here. So I found the sweet spot right here you're also going to see a lot of businesses right here. What they try and do is they try to make a $2,000, $3,000 product funnel work for these type of niches right here. for the person already doing real estate. The person already doing real estate making $50,000 to $100,000 a year doing real estate needs to be sold a $10,000 product. A person that wants to start a business, this is a huge market misunderstanding, but not so important when we're choosing our funnel. A person that wants to start a business needs to be sold a $2,000 to $3,000 product. Okay, that's where they want to be at. And how you're really going to make the most money in this course is we're not really going to operate in the low end. And if you're in the weight loss niche or like a health niche or a niche where 297 is high end right there, again, the reason why you can sell a 297 product in the health niche and make it work is because it's super mass market. People that want to start a business are like maybe 3% of the population. People want to lose weight is 97% of the population. You see how that works? So as you go from mass market to more targeted, you want to increase the price of your high ticket product. So people that want to start a business or make money, they're pretty rare, to be honest. So you want to have a $2,000 to $3,000 product. And from this type of range right here, from 297 to 3,000, you're going to want to have a straight to high ticket product. This means we get them on a webinar, our long form sales funnel, and we just sell them straight there. We don't get them on a phone call and close them. There's no need for that. The phone call is actually going to hurt conversions because it's just too many excessive steps. You just want to close the person right here. As soon as we start getting into very targeted markets, like for example, if we were in the weight loss market, this range right here would be people that want to lose weight and people that are interested in like intermittent fasting. Okay, so this would be people that want to lose weight and people that want to pick up a diet. Okay, something like that. Then if we want to have people that are like hardcore intermittent fasters that want to maybe like become a intermittent fasting coach, or you're selling like really expensive intermittent fasting life optimization things like a hyperbaric chamber to remove inflammation and improve the effects of intermittent fasting. This is when we're going to want to get up there. You're going to want to sell to people that are hardcore into it. Like, for example, let's talk about like CrossFit. So people that want to lose weight and people that want to learn what CrossFit is would fall into this area right here. Then people, you want to sell like their own CrossFit at home gym or like their own like huge CrossFitting coaching program where they like come to like a boot camp with you and do CrossFit with you for a month. That's when we're going to want to get in. So it's going to be hardcore CrossFitters. A person already doing real estate and making money would be an example of a hardcore entrepreneur because those are very rare as well. Like only 1% of people, 2% of people that get in the real estate are actually making any money doing real estate. So you need to sell them as a different type of product. Okay. So that's what we're going to be focusing on right now. We're going to use call funnels for small markets with deep pockets. Or people that heavily invest in their hobby. So if we were like selling a guitar program and we were selling like a guitar boot camp where people come in and they're like really hardcore into guitar and they're like learning from master guitarists, that's the type of people we're going to be doing on the call funnel. Okay? And they can afford more and there are less of them so you can make more. That's how this works. This market knows exactly what it wants for what. And so, for example, if you're trying to sell a product to people that are running Facebook ads, if you're trying to sell a service to people that are already doing SEO and have SEO clients, you're trying to sell specific types of business coaching, or you're trying to sell to hardcore top tier performers in an industry like top tier guitar players, top tier CrossFitters, top tier you name it. All right, top tier videographies. All right, like people that are spending like $5,000 on a camera to shoot wedding photography, like that's the type of person you're going to be selling to right here. Hardcore people right here. So on that photography niche right there, people that want to like learn how to make like an extra side income by taking out their camera and taking pictures of birds, that would be like a $500 product. If a person is filming weddings and you want to show them how to get more wedding clients, that's a hardcore performer right there. So we're going to want to sell a $5,000 to $10,000 product right there. That's the only way to make these numbers work, and it's also the way to make the scale easy. Now, the 2K funnel, which is going to be $2,000 to $3,000 or all the way to $297 if you're in like weight loss or any mass market out there. All right, that isn't based around business. If it's not based around business and everybody wants to do it, that's probably a mass market. That's a good rule of thumb right there. Okay. So, for example, people that want to learn how to build their own guitars, that's not mass market. Very few people want to build their own guitars, and very few people are going to spend $3,000 to build their own guitars. So what you can't do, if you had a $297 product right there, you wouldn't sell enough of them. If you had a $2,000 to $3,000 product, you wouldn't be able to really make money there because no one will buy that. But people that want to learn how to play guitar, that's a mass market. So you can make a $297 course around that. There's millions of people who want to learn how to play guitar. So that would fall into the 2K funnel as well, but I'm going to refer to it as the 2K funnel. And so what you want to do is you want to target medium or super large markets with this. And the market has to be large and has a specific problem and a direction they want to go, but they're not hardcore involved in it yet. So for example, if I want to sell my 2K Shopify program, I want to sell to people that want to start a business, want to make more money, or might be interested in Shopify. That being said, if I'm selling to Shopify sellers, this is where the big mistake makes. People are already making money on Shopify. I don't want to sell a 2K product because there aren't that many Shopify sellers making money. I mean, in the grand spectrum of people, there's actually hundreds of thousands of them. But hundreds of thousand people is a small market, you know? So what you want to do in that case, if I was selling to existing Shopify sellers, I want to sell a $5,000, $10,000 product minimum. We could even do all the way to $20,000, but it just depends. And how targeted it is. So if I was selling to like surgeons, where there's only like 100,000 of them tops in the whole entire world, what I would do is I would sell a $15,000 to $20,000 product. And they'll pay that because they're all millionaires. So they're all making a couple $100,000 a year. You can get that out of them if you can give them results, especially if you can give them results. So that's how you got to focus on pricing your products. And what you also want to consider is that you can get people into the 2K products and then sell them a 10K product. So a really good example of this is if you look at a lot of info products that sell a $2,000 product, they'll sell a $2,000 product, and once they get people results from that product, then they sell the people they got results 10K products, because what they're doing is they're converting people into hardcore people. So you could sell a person a CrossFit product for like $297 to get them really into it, and then you can sell them their own at-home gym for CrossFit. You could get a person into passive income photography for $297. Get them in there, like learning how to make some extra money shooting photography, maybe making a couple extra $100 a month. Then you can sell them the $5,000 product that shows them how to get more wedding clients or something like that. You want this ladder to be here because this allows you to make so much more money from your business long term. And we'll talk about this a little bit later on. Okay, and you should have a ladder before you ever start your business. For example, at HCOM, we didn't have a ladder. We just saw it was scaling really well, and that was it. And it took us a long time to figure out other things we could sell in the back end. You should have a ladder, at least another product that you intend to sell after a product before you ever launch the first product. Okay, so keep that in mind. So in the next video, what I want to do is I'm going to talk about these supporting products and LTV marketing. But again, I'm only going to touch on these because we're going to really get into the other types of products you should build in the Killbox section. And we're going to get into LTV and tracking and all that in the ads section. I just want to touch on these things so you're very aware of the type of business you're going to be building long term before we get into that. You want to start planning this and just be aware of these things so you know it's coming. Okay, you know that it's going to be there. You know that if you go to a boxing match, you know there's going to be a lot of people there. You just don't know who's going to be there yet. That's a horrible analogy. A better one is like we're building a skyscraper right now, and we're going to start working on the first half of the skyscraper, but we know there's going to be a pool on the roof. Okay, we don't know the exact design of the pool. We don't know how we're going to get the water up there, but we know that we need to start planning and thinking about there being a pool on the roof of the skyscraper. We're not going to start building it yet. We're not going to start looking at the details. But we know it's going to be there, and so we want to make sure that when we're building the ground floor, there's at least enough structure there to support a pool that we're going to build on the roof. Okay, there's enough steel bars, there's enough foundation there to include a pool that would weigh, I don't know, 10,000 pounds. We want to be prepared for that because that's going to be the over-under on what we're doing. That's what we want to be thinking about when we go into this next video.